I'm not usually one to get excited about holidays, to be honest. My past experiences have left a bad taste, especially last year's anniversary. I thought it was going to be a special occasion with my wife, Hannah. After 2 years of marriage, I was confident that we were in a committed relationship. However, I later discovered she had a completely different perspective, which was a shock to me at the time. Hannah was an incredible woman, no doubt, but let's face it, she had high expectations. I had always envisioned her as the one I would spend my life with. Initially, I didn't want to spoil her by showering her with extravagant gifts. I didn't want her to get too accustomed to it or expect it regularly. I felt she needed to understand that relationships are not about one person constantly giving everything for the other. She had been eyeing the newest phone model, but I wasn't about to splurge on something that expensive. Instead, I planned to give her a thoughtful gift, a simple bracelet, a bouquet, and a nice dinner. I didn't try to hide that my gift was far less grand than the one she might have wanted. About a week before our anniversary, Hannah mentioned that her mom had asked her to visit because her grandmother was unwell. The whole family was gathering to support her. I wasn't upset by this. I understood it was important. We agreed that we would celebrate either the 9th or 10th once she got back. It was a long drive, about 6 or 7 hours away, so I suggested we leave in the morning and have dinner together on the 9th. I was a little relieved she didn't invite me to come along. I spent the day like any other bachelor, lounging, watching TV, and snacking on chips. On the 9th, I went to get my car's oil changed, thinking I might stop by a friend's place afterward. The oil change shop was in a large complex on the other side of the city. There was a nice cafe next to the shop that I'd never been to before, so I figured I'd check it out while they worked on my car. "This place looks great," I told my friend. "I've never been here before." "Me neither," he replied, "but they've got amazing coffee and pastries. You should try them." The entrance is through the hotel lobby, since they're doing some work. While my car was being serviced, I decided to grab a coffee. I called Hannah to check in. "Hey, how's everything? How's your grandmother?" I asked. "She seems okay," Hannah responded, sounding relieved. "But it's nice that we all managed to come together for lunch with the whole family." "What about you?" "Just taking my time with my car," I replied. "When do you think you'll be back?" "I should be home tonight," she said. "My cousin's family is giving me a ride, so I'm not sure exactly when." We ended the call, and I told her I'd be waiting for her. Once my car was ready, I needed to use the restroom, so I decided to head to the cafe. I grabbed 2 coffees and some pastries for the guys working on my car. The cafe was cozy with comfy chairs, and the upstairs had a nice atmosphere. I admired the decor as I went up the stairs. The reception girls were friendly, but I was distracted when I noticed a couple walking up the steps. I didn't think much of it at first, but then I heard a familiar voice. "Take a picture of me with my new phone," the girl said. The guy responded, "Okay." The girl then mentioned going to a restaurant, and the man suggested one of the fancier places in town. She sounded excited. The couple seemed vaguely familiar, but I couldn't quite place them. I took a few steps back, trying to figure out where I had seen them before. That's when it hit me. Hannah was hugging some guy. I froze, not knowing what to think, until I snapped out of it when I accidentally spilled my coffee on the guy. It wasn't hot, thankfully, but the guy was glaring at me, and Hannah looked shocked, glancing from me to him. Without a word, I turned and started heading for the exit. "Don't be late for dinner," I said, but I didn't expect any response. My mind was spinning. I never thought I'd feel so betrayed. Hannah probably didn't expect to see me there either. As I walked away, I couldn't help but think about how crucial it is to trust those little gut instincts, like when you need to go to the restroom. That day, I learned that in her quest for the perfect gift, my wife, well, now my ex-wife, was willing to go to great lengths to deceive me, even if it meant humiliating me in the process. Sadly, people like that exist,